And thank you for this opportunity to speak with my people. I acknowledge all present, remote, and here. I'm thankful to TEDxOkene organizers for this platform. By introduction, I am Oyiza Adaba, a journalist, producer, and founder of Africa Related Inc. It's a media and content development company operating in the US and Nigeria. My job is to tell stories I learned from the great Chinua Achebe when I had the rare pleasure of interviewing him in 2008. That the most important story is not necessarily the popular story. That a successful story is not successful because it's such a big story. That's not what makes it a success. It is in search of this unique story that Africa Related was born, built on not just telling our stories, but owning it as well. It was in search of this story also that it dawned on me years ago that I come from an equally unique and extraordinary ethnicity, Ibera land. Our history shows that Ibera split into various groups. The word Ibera itself means behavior, and when translated with ethics and hospitality, also as sub-translations. The Ibira people are industrious by nature, outspoken and very hardworking. Farming and cloth weaving are occupations that Ibiras are very well known for. They are presently spread across 5 local governments and have a landmass of about 3,500 square kilometers, and population is about 1.4 million. Okay, so we have some background about our people. Now, with so much being said and written about the Ibira people of Kogi State in central Nigeria, the timing couldn't be better for us to start creating ideas that would help preserve and promote and present our cultural pride and heritage as a people. The geographical positioning of Ibira land saw an Ibiras at the receiving end of cultural and traditional practices from other ethnic groups such as the Yorubas, the Hausas, even the Igalas. It has led Anibiras to imbibe names, traditional titles, culture, and what have you, their lifestyle. And today, certain aspects of our historical and recent past are completely lost on this and future generations. Having looked at this, let's take one aspect of all of this, and that's weaving. Most ethnic groups in Africa have traditional cloth or fabrics that are peculiar to them. They are mostly handwoven and locally made looms. And through extensive research and site visit to villages across West Africa, we've observed simply that today's weavers are predominantly older females over the age of 65. And with modernization and urban migration, sadly, weaving is fast becoming a dying culture. And so, what did we do about this? We formed Itai, our cloth, in October of 2019. It's a hand-woven fashion home brand rooted here in Okene and with operations in Lagos and New York. It's a global brand, and the whole idea is to bring a modern approach to preserving and presenting and promoting African cultural heritage through the woven cloth. We encourage community development and women empowerment through existing resources. What are the economic benefits of weaving? It can be overemphasized. These include human capital development, training, improved living standards, tourism, a cultural place on a global map, and so much more. And in driving Africa's economic diversification agenda, communities are looking inwards and becoming less reliant on governments. And this equates Itai to such a viable source of economic growth, and we're so excited about that. So now we want to tell you a little bit about some of the projects in the future. So how can we be more? we're here talking about being more. I want to talk about 3 key projects in 2021. We would like to build a weaving training and learning center here in Okene in 2021. The proposed site is a donated piece of land. We have the land already. It's a donated piece of land strategically located along Osara on the motor highway. And fundraising is ongoing for this project. The second project is Itinochi, the film. As storytellers, we couldn't pass on telling this intriguing story about the Ebira cloth. So we're producing a 2-part documentary film about the traditional cloth of the Ebira people. And on this note, we would like to thank the Africa Culture Fund for the first grant that attire ever received of $5,000, and that is to keep our women weaving and to keep production going. Attire, I must mention, was the only organization selected to represent Nigeria out of over 400 applications from over 27 countries across Africa. So it makes us very, very proud indeed. The last project is the Ebira symbols and designs. We did a case study with the Adinkra village in Tonso, near Kumasi in Ghana. It's known nationwide for its weaving and dyeing of the Adinkra cloth. Over the years, it had been handed down from generations to the young, from the old to the young, as a means of cultural pride and economic boost. But pre-pandemic, tourism in the region was a steady growth, with visitors coming from all over the world. Our friend Peter Abochi is the current head of family. If you look at how the Ashantis have set this up, the Adinkra symbols express various themes that relate to history, beliefs, philosophy of the Ashanti people. And they have rich and proverbial meanings that depict historical events and human behavior, attitudes, and all. So today, the Adinkra symbols have universally been accepted and have become a national identity for the country of Ghana. In conclusion, our search for an Ebira cultural identity should not remain in the far distance merely as a potential. Though the road is hard traveled, and I know the difficulties of living in Nigeria, I know that Nigeria and the challenges, the difficulties and the challenges that Nigeria presents, I know. It's a hard traveled road, but our destination is in sight, and our destination is now. As Ebira people, we're resilient and we're formidable, and we have it in us to change the narrative from simply being viewed as a minority ethnic group to one that has globally contributed to its cultural identity. So I'll end with an excerpt from Father George Ehuzani's book, Ozobehe. This is what he has to say, and I'll close with that. The vast majority of Africans are still poor peasants who survive on the harsh realities of life by holding on firmly to faith in the human person, in the human family, in the human community. These people have never lost their roots. They have never declared the death of God, for to them that would be the height of insanity. Miserable in appearance and with insignificant means according to modern Western perspectives, these peasant Africans still find joy and meaning in life. The traditional African, therefore, has much to contribute to human development. Modern Western civilization has a lot to learn from these peasants. They may not know how to read or write. They may never even enter a motor car. And they may be malnourished. But with the names that they give their children, the proverbs that enrich their discourse, the songs that they sing, and the art forms that decorate their environment, they seem to possess the answer to what perhaps is most profound question of humanity today, and that is, what is the human person? The Africans answer by saying the human person is life. Ozove. Thank you very much, Okene. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Thank you for this opportunity.